Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. This one's going out to Game Escape, who saw me on the Happy Console Gamer Show and was thrilled to find out that we are still doing EP. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks to Happy Console Gamer for having me on. Let's get started with our rundown. We're going to start the rundown with another story about the Nintendo Switch. Earlier this week, Nintendo confirmed that they won't be making any more official announcements about the new system until January, but that hasn't stopped them from providing a little extra info on the side. Speaking with Bloomberg, Nintendo President Tatsumi Kimishima revealed several interesting new details about the system. First up, he talked about the possibility of additional hardware accessories. He says that right now there aren't any accessories or add-ons in the works at third-party companies, but hints that Nintendo is working on add-ons and different controller options of their own on top of the Joy-Con and Pro controllers that were shown off in the video last week. Given that the original Wii had countless plastic accessories, most of them pretty crappy, let's hope they don't overdo it with the Switch. We'll likely learn more about accessories during the Switch presentation in January. Next up, Kimishima was asked about the possibility of virtual reality on the Switch. He didn't say if the system is powerful enough to run virtual reality games, but says VR is something they're interested in, so it's possible that they might embrace it at some point in the future. Like Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto, Kimishima says it all depends on what kind of software can be played. They have to be able to make games that work inside a VR experience. I guess that means you shouldn't hold your breath for a Mario or Zelda VR game, but it's good to know that they're thinking about it. Finally, Kimishima says that the Switch is not meant to be a successor for the Nintendo 3DS. Even though both systems offer handheld gaming, the Switch won't be replacing the 3DS, and they plan to continue releasing new games for the dual-screen device well into the future. This makes sense given that the 3DS continues to be a big financial success for Nintendo, so don't get rid of it just yet. The Switch will hit stores in March 2017. The Switch and 3DS aren't the only platforms Nintendo is working on. They're set to release Super Mario Run on iOS devices this December, with an Android version slated to follow next year. In the same interview with Bloomberg, Kimishima says that they have big expectations for the game and are hoping that it will be as popular as Pokemon Go was when it launched earlier this year. It makes sense that Nintendo wants to recreate the success of that game. They made a lot of money off of it, even though they didn't actually have anything to do with its creation, and it also helped drive interest in Pokemon games on the 3DS. It seems likely that Super Mario Run will help drive sales of other Mario games, not to mention all the money it will make just by itself. Mario isn't the only beloved Nintendo franchise coming to mobile devices. Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing will go mobile next year. Twitter's high hopes for short looping videos have withered on the Vine. The social media company has announced that they're shutting down their video sharing service, Vine. Users will still be able to watch and share videos for the time being, but everything will be going offline in the coming months. Twitter says that they'll be making it easier to download and save all your videos before that happens, with more details being announced soon. Vine launched in 2012, allowing users to post short looping videos, most of which are pretty funny. The closure of Vine is part of a bigger cost-cutting initiative at Twitter, with the company laying off 9% of their staff in a bid to become more profitable. We wish the best of luck to all those affected. It looks like J.J. Abrams is going to sneak out another secret Cloverfield movie. Last year, the notoriously secretive filmmaker unleashed 10 Cloverfield Lane, which we didn't know was a Cloverfield movie until mere weeks before it was released. Now he might be doing the same thing once again. The Wrap reports that a new Abrams-produced astronaut film titled The God Particle, first announced last year, is actually going to be part of the growing Cloverfield anthology series. How it will connect to the previous films hasn't been revealed, but like the other two, Abrams is only serving as a producer. The Wrap also claims that Abrams and Paramount are planning to produce additional Cloverfield films, maybe even releasing a new one every year. If The God Particle really is a Cloverfield movie, expect to find out sometime before it's released next year. And speaking of things we get every year, PlayStation fans are being taken out to the ball game. Sony has officially announced something we all knew was coming, MLB The Show 17. The new pro baseball game will land on the PS4, but not the Vita, on March 28, 2017, just in time for the real-life baseball season to begin. Sony says that it will deliver the most realistic and personal baseball gaming experience on consoles, with exciting gameplay improvements and a greater ability to personalize your baseball experience. Sounds like pretty standard stuff for an annual sports game. They've also revealed that Ken Griffey Jr. will grace the cover of the game, at least in the US, with the Canadian cover athlete set to be revealed soon. Ubisoft has something that might be a bit steep. The publisher has announced not one, but two beta tests for their extreme sports racing game, Steep. The first will run from November 11th to 14th and will only be available to some of the players who register. The second beta, on the other hand, will be open to everyone and will run from November 18th to 21st on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Follow the link below this video to register now. The betas will give players access to most of Steep's massive open world, allowing you to drop in and ski down the scenic Swiss Alps however you want. The final version of the game will chill your bones on December 2nd. And that wraps us up for the rundown today. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back again on Monday. Have yourselves a great weekend. Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.